Hey, what's going on, people? I wanted to do an update on Astronomy Domine. Been quite some time, and the snake seems to be doing all right. His last shed was just terrible. He got real lazy and didn't want to shed his skin. It's like the first time ever since I had the snake. But if we take a look, I know he's eating right now. But you guys can see the tail is really good and the prolapse and everything. The snake is still getting along fine. And I think the problem is every time I put him back into his other tank, for some reason he pushes out that, that prolapse. They're saying it could have something to do with scent marking or whatever it is, but I really don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to get back to feeding him normal, because obviously we do know at this point that the food is not, or the food size or whatever is really not what has been causing this. But we did fast him again for 2 or 3 weeks since last prolapse, since the last update video. And the snake, he seems to be doing all right. I mean, he went right after this, rat that I gave him, and you could see him, he's eating them right away. Other than that, I really don't have any other news. And once again, sorry about the poor video, but the tank is just, he's just a small tank for a big snake, and he just kind of trashes it, and just trying to do the best I can. You can see all the pieces of shed and everything that he's had there. But so far, I mean, the snake seems to be doing pretty darn good. And I'm hoping that he's going to stay this way, and then I'm hoping that once we get him filled up with some food, that he's going to rather want to sleep than breed, and hopefully that'll keep him from possibly scent marking. And I'm just going to try and keep him with a full belly. This way the snake won't want to breed, and I'm hoping that that's going to once again keep him from prolapsing. But I don't know. Once again, it's all a guess. If anybody's found out any other information on the subject, please let me know, guys. But I do want to do this update and let everyone know that the snake is still doing pretty good. Important, if your snake's ever shed like this, guys, you got to make sure that you get almost all of the shedding off, especially if it's completely around the body. Because if it dries on there, what'll happen is the snake can get deformations in its body. But if there's like a couple little pieces like you see here, like just on the top or just on the bottom, you can leave them. As the snake moves around and everything, that'll eventually come off. But, I had to make sure that I got every little bit of it off of the tail, because obviously we can end up with deformations on the tail and everything like that if the skin stays on there. Other than that, the snake is doing really good. And I think what we're also going to do today is we're going to feed the albino boa, who's somewhere in that tank. And we're going to get a feeding up of him as well. I got 2 little hoppers in here for him. And I got another small rat for Domine, so maybe we'll, in 10 or 15 minutes, once he's gotten comfortable after eating this one, I think that maybe we'll give him the other one. And just get him back to a normal feeding schedule. And if he prolapses on his next digestion, I'll push it back in, and, just like I said, we'll take everything by stride, take everything day by day. Now also, as he eats, as his body contracts, you can see some of the skin is actually already starting to pop off. But you guys can spray it down if this happens. We don't want him coming out. I don't want him coming up to me, because he's in feeding mode, and he'll just kind of, no. He'll want to bite anything. So we want to get him back in the tank, see him? Hey, come on. Get back in there. He doesn't want to. He wants to go someplace else. But we got to get him back in his tank here. Now he's hungry. He wants more. He's like, that wasn't enough. So, alright, well, I'm going to cut this short.